Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This one is a quick introduction to mics and connectors so that you can get on with your recording your lectures on your machine. So connectors generally come in three different categories. This guy on the left is also known as a two-pole connector because it has got two connections here, one here and one here, and it's called tip and sleeve. So it's also called a TS connector. This guy in the middle is a three-pole connector, 1, 2, and 3. It is also called TRS connector for tip, ring, and sleeve. The third one is a four-pole TRRS connector. So it has got 4 terminals, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, most of the computer equipment involve these days these two type of connectors. So at the moment, we're not interested in this guy over here. And we will only look at this and this over here. Now your computer generally has an audio jack which takes in a TRRS connector, okay? And this TRRS jack allows you to connect both your mic and your headset or earphone, at the same time to the laptop, while it saves space. Some laptops have 2 separate ports for mic and earphones. If you are such a person with such a laptop, you don't need to know much about this, so you can skip the tutorial and go on with your recording. You can plug in the mic in its own port and the earphone in their own jack, and you're good to go. But if your laptop has only a single audio port in it, then it generally takes this kind of connector there, which is called a TRRS connector. And the same thing is used in a smartphone. So this allows you to connect both your earphone and mic together onto a single port. So this first one, or the tip, is used for your left earphone. Then this second ring is used for your right earphone. Third ring is a common terminal, and then the fourth, which is also called a sleeve, is used for your mic input. I generally myself prefer to use Huawei Handsfree. This is a Huawei Handsfree set. It has a mic built into it and a pair of earphones, and it is very good quality. And so because it combines both of them, it is actually a TRRS connector that can go into your smartphone, or it can go into your laptop as well. So even on my laptop, I prefer to use this Huawei thing. So, but what happens is that I generally don't like to use this mic because it's not a very good quality one. It's meant for phone recordings, but not for very high quality audio recordings in video lectures. So I prefer to use an external mic. But if you have one of these and you prefer to use this and you're satisfied with the quality, that's nothing wrong with that. Then you can just plug in this, and both your mic and your earphones are functional at the same time. But as I said, I generally don't like to use it on my computer, particularly in my lecture recordings. But I prefer to use these earphones as they are very good quality and they are small and light on your ears as well. So what do I do? Generally I like to use a mic such as this guy. This is a Boya mic, which is available on alasaas-tech, and it's one of the good features is it has a 6-meter wire or cable length, which is very rarely available in other mics. So you can actually be quite far away from your recording equipment, and also it's quite cheap. It's about somewhere around 1,500 rupees or so. This Boya also has a TRRS, which means you can hook it up to your smartphone or to your laptop. Now, this guy can go directly into your laptop audio jack, and you can record audio in there. But because it does not have an earphone attached to it, it's a mic only, you will not be able to listen to any of the recordings. So if that's okay, if there's no problem you can go ahead and plug it in and start recording. When you're done with your recordings, you can plug it out and then plug your earphones back in and listen to your playback. The only thing is that if while recording your lectures, if you're playing a video for your students, which you also wanted to get recorded, you will not be able to hear the voice of the video. But that should not be a major concern at the moment. But I generally would personally like to prefer to connect both mic and the earphones together at the same time. For that, we're going to need a splitter, what is known as a splitter. So it's a 4-pole TRRS splitter. Again, these are 4 connectors. So it's a TRRS. This guy goes into your laptop, right? And over here, this is where your mic goes in. S is also shown by the symbol over here. And this is where your earphones go in. All right. But these are TRS, both of them. Okay. So if you want to plug in your TRRS mic, like a Boya one that I showed to you a moment ago, into here, you actually need to convert the TRRS connector of the mic into a TRS. So you need to have something like this, which is a 4-pole to 3-pole converter, or a TRRS to TRS converter. Okay, so you need to purchase that one as well, and I've given a link to buy it from the alasaas-tech website as well. So this is how your whole system arrangement looks like. Well, this is where your laptop is. Let me draw a laptop, something like that. It's a closed one, and this is the audio jack. So this guy will go over here. So this is your laptop, right? This is your TRS to TRRS converter. This guy is gonna go into this. Your Boya mic will plug into this, and your Huawei jack can go right into this guy over here. Now this is also actually our TRRS, and both of these are TRS. But that's okay. The earphones will nicely fit themselves into TRS, no problem with that. Only that the mic itself will not get connected to a TRS. So for the mic, you need a conversion. And I have a system similar to this. And once you plug it all of these things together, you're good to go, and the system should work fine, right? Keep in mind that this splitter comes in various designs and shapes and sizes. Okay, so you don't need to buy exactly like this. Whatever is convenient to you, you can buy those type. So with that, I think you're good to go. And even if you, as I mentioned, that even if you don't have the splitter at the moment, you can still pursue or carry on with your recordings by just plugging in the mic directly into the port, and it should work. All right, so see you in the next tutorial. All right, there's one more thing. Actually, this segment of the video that you're seeing right now was recorded later on, and because I realized I forgot something important to mention in the first segment of the video, and so I'm attaching it to the old one. So it's an after recording. So remember that I talked about this splitter unit. Actually, I don't like this very much. And I was searching on alasaas.pk for a better one. This time I really found another one. So this splitter unit, if you search for it, you can type in TRS splitter on Alasaas, and one of the many will show up something like this. The benefit of this guy is it's basically consists of a flexible long wire. Right, so it's comfortable, it saves space, and it's convenient to use. While the other one that you see, the one that I talked about earlier, is stiff, hard, and it protrudes on one corner of your laptop. Particularly if you're going to add this TRS to TRS connector to it, it really causes a long protrusion out, which is uncomfortable, takes more space and inconvenient. So I don't like that very much. So I highly recommend using something which consists of a flexible wire like that one. All right. So one thing, and the other thing is, if you happen to order the Boya mic, you need to keep in mind that there is a portion of it is a cylindrical unit that is attached to it. This is actually called a battery unit. A battery unit. But this battery unit is only meant for, only needed for a DSLR camera, only needed for DSLR camera. All right, that means if you're hooking up your Boya mic into a DSLR, then you would need to actually put in a battery over there in the cylindrical unit and turn the switch to on. Otherwise, it will not work. But if you're using it for your computer, for laptops, or any other computer, or smartphone, right? Then you don't need it, right? You don't need it. Do not need it. So if you're hooking this mic into your laptop, which you will be for your lecture recordings, then you don't need to put any battery in there, and you need to keep this switch to off position always. Always to off position. Off. Always. All right. So that was important to learn, because I've seen people not knowing this, they actually end up putting battery in it, and an extra expense, and while it serves them nothing. All right. So keep in mind this another final tip. And this time it really is an end of the video. Thank you very much.